If you'll come in the morning, early morning, not 9 o'clock, but early morning, check your email, and then turn it off. You'll just be like working all day long and be like, man, I'm getting so much done. It's because that little pop-up's not going bing, 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 and turn your phone off. Now, if you're married, it'll really upset your wife. I've been calling all day. My phone's been off. Sorry. Like my father gets so aggravated with me because he calls and I don't answer it. I call people back, but I just don't answer it. And he gets so frustrated at me. And if you ever got a chance to meet my dad, he is country. Boy, I've been calling you all day. What you been, boy? Boy, what you doing, man? Where you at, boy? I love him to death, but he gets so frustrated when I don't answer his calls. I'm like, Dad, I'm alive. Oh, well, how am I supposed to know that? So work on moving closer to your big goals. That's the achievement you're working on every single week, okay? Time blocking, break up your day into time blocks, group activities that are similar. Remember, large, uninterrupted time blocks. That's what's important. That's the most important thing you can take away from that slide. Large, interrupted time blocks. Don't turn your phone on. Don't turn your email on. That is your time to be productive in your business. Whether it's you educating yourself or looking at your business in the direction it's going in or how to reformat that structure to get more out of your day, okay? So let's look at this. Blocking out time, income producing, group by projects, marketing, marketing camp, marketing research. This is what you want to block your times. When you're in that block time, if you're doing productive things, group all your marketing stuff up into one block. Okay, don't do a little bit of marketing here, a little bit of marketing later, a little bit of marketing tomorrow. Block it all together and segment each one out because your mind will be more productive. It's kind of like, how many of you have ever taken like the realtor test to get your real estate license? Like how they do with that. Do you know that test is designed to make you fail? And you know why? Because it's called pattern interruptions. And the way it's built is this, is if you're doing math questions, guess what? Your mind is focused on math questions. If you're doing English test and written and verbal reading, your mind is focused on that. So that's why they build those tests to make you fail. They mix them together. So you're switching back and forth and your mind's confused. Okay? That's why if you want to be successful with those tests, you do all the maths first, and then you come back and do all the written and the verbal ones. And that's the same thing with your productive day. You want to block all the like activities into one block so your mind is focused in on that one activity, okay? Admin, this is something we do. You have personal and business stuff. You got phone calls, errands run, family with time. Something that I'm going to start doing is I realize since I'm such a committer to my calendar, I'm going to start blocking time out in my calendar just for family activities, right? Because if I'm a creature of my calendar, if it's not on my calendar, I don't do it, so I'm going to put it in there. Right? So if that means that from 12 to 3 o'clock, I'm going to go grab my family and go to the park, then it's in my calendar, right? Because if we become a creature of our calendar, you will see what I mean by this. You live by your calendar, so you put in there what's important to you first. Second, you put in your business stuff, okay? Where is your big time being spent? This is what I was talking about. Start tracking all this. This is where I was saying keep a daily agenda beside you every 30 minutes. Write down what you're working on. All right? What you should be keeping track of, all this stuff. Email, right in your notes section beside this slide, write down, keep track of this. Keep track of all of this. Because this is where you're going to start to notice that you are wasting a lot of time. Here's a good one. If you go to this website, rescuetime.com, it'll track it for you. All right? It's cool, huh? Are you nervous? You're like, oh man, do I really want to know what I'm wasting my time on? So, ending your day, let's look at this. At the end of every day, I spend some quality time planning out what I want to do. I do Mind Manager, which is a great way to plan. I determine the major projects that I want to achieve the next day. I determine what is urgent out of those major projects, and I determine what you need to accomplish. Meaning, these are my projects I need done. Then I take those projects and I say, okay, what is the 20% of them that's the most important? Out of those 20% projects, what are the first things that I need to get knocked out of the way to get that project running? So that therefore I'm moving along. So in your case, you're going to be looking at on a real estate deal. I got real estate deals to get closed.